What makes you so confident that Apple can pull it off again?
Well, this is what Apple does. It every year releases a new iPhone, incremental upgrades for sure, but the company manages to still be a powerhouse. You're looking at $190 billion in iPhone sales last year. And if you take the iPhone 13, it doesn't really look different than the 12. And I don't anticipate the 14 is going to look much different from the 13. But even with these incremental updates, you still see the company, act as a powerhouse and sell, a truckload of iPhones after truckload. And I think that's what's going to happen again this year as well.
Okay, Krish, I was looking at some sell-side analyst notes last night. Most Wall Street strategists are expecting about a $100 price increase for the iPhone 14. Is that more or less what you're forecasting?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I would say that's largely in line. There's some inflationary cost adjustment that's being done. But I think to the earlier point, most investors expect this to be just incremental, not a dramatic change. From my understanding, the real big change is really actually some of the additional features along with increased memory content, especially on the DRAM side. Longer term, that could be capable of holding VR, AR expertise over time. But I think largely incremental changes versus anything dramatically different versus the iPhone 13.
Okay. Alex, this is the first in-person meeting since the pandemic. How important is it for Tim Cook to really carve out a message, not just to consumers, customers who have the iPhone or will get the iPhone, but also investors as well?
My perspective on these type of events is they don't matter as much as they used to. I think what Krish is saying, that the macro really here is the key. Where do we end up going with these interest rates? How does inflation tail off? Is someone going to want to wait another year because all their household goods cost more, and now they have to wait to buy an iPhone? Because again, your 12 and your 13, or even your previous edition iPhones, maybe you can live off the 10 for another couple of years before going in on the 14. So I've been at these events. In previous years, we used to hang on every single word that Tim Cook would say, for good reasons, because the changes were dramatic. But because they're not dramatic now, I think what really matters most is the macro. What's going on in the rest of the economy? So Tim Cook could go up there and basically read, a press release, which is actually what these events actually are, but not say anything inspirational. And I don't think that would change the Apple story, which is completely dependent on what's happening in the broader economy.
Yeah, and I guess it also speaks to the recent price action, Chris, in shares of Apple. The stock has underperformed in recent weeks. And a note from Bespoke also, they looked at the historical performance of Apple on a launch day, and they found the stock has tended to have a negative reaction. So what's your trade on the stock right now?
Yeah, I think that's largely true, especially on a short-term perspective, right? It's always been sell the news kind of an event over time. But I think strategically speaking, when you look at it longer term, it's still a great story. The risk is what happens in calendar 23. And to be completely honest, we model iPhone units down actually next year, like down 5% on a calendar year basis, purely because assuming there'll be some kind of a moderation on the macro side, especially the high-end consumer, which has been extremely strong. But the bottom line is, it's still a good stock. It's still a good story because they still have very good, tremendous, strong free cash flow generation. I do think, in a modest recession scenario, investors do tend to gravitate towards higher quality names, and Apple is definitely one of them. But I do understand the risk is definitely on the iPhone side, which is the biggest driver of profits, and it is clearly geared towards a high-end consumer, which has been good so far. Let's see how it holds in calendar 23.
Alex, part of the story for Apple and its growth has been outside of the U.S., specifically China, a country struggling with COVID lockdowns and a slowdown in its economy. How do you think Apple manages that risk, that challenge going forward?
I mean, right now, Apple's doing a fine job managing the China risk. But that being said, I think it's underappreciated how big this risk is. Not only in terms of the shutdowns that we see from COVID, but we don't know how China is going to act geopolitically. We've seen U.S. political leaders go over, and start to ruffle the feathers of the Chinese government. Is there a scenario, and I hate to say it, but it's possible that there's a war, and then Apple has to take a stance there. And you understand that Apple is so over leveraged in China that any little one of these quakes, can end up causing serious damage to the company's business. So I think right now what Apple's doing with China is it's holding its breath, it's managing its way through these shutdowns. But if there's a bigger shock than the one that we've seen before, the company is exposed and could end up, seeing some serious damage there.
Yeah, and Krish, of course, Apple has made steps towards producing or investing more in India, but it's still not enough given its focus on its investment in China, right?
That's right. I think Apple definitely is over levered to China at this point. They've been gradually moving the supply chain. Foxconn, one of their suppliers, does have a facility in India that actually makes iPhone today for India largely, and then maybe a little bit of the overseas market. But I think they're moving slowly, but definitely has a huge presence both in terms of suppliers as well as employees in China. But I think to Alex's point, there's that risk always, but the biggest challenge I think for investors is that political outcomes are very hard to handicap, and I think you just have to go with the status quo as the assumption versus predicting any dramatic political shifts.